What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. DH.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. They'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll begin a long road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Boston are together down low. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. And for Miami, the backcourt, Dragic and Butler. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
Heat off the tip. Ouch. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Butler feeling it out a bit. And Olynyk kicks to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Their first lead. The focus there, nails the technical. And great perimeter defenders in the game today. How high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Now, here's Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Brown. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Throw, no good. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Good on the second free throw. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the teams that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They get him, and it worked.
Winslow finds Dragic. Back to Winslow. Pass to Butler. Puts it up. Hayward grabs the board.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And contest shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Moves on moves. Great, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
As for Tatum,
third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
and he throws.
And ever since the 3 era ended, Miami has sort of defined middle of the pack.
Yeah, for the last 5 seasons, they haven't won more than 48 games or lost fewer than 37. This is what happens when you rarely select in the top 10 of the draft and on free agents. And that's a tricky, sometimes heartbreaking approach.
Here's Brown. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Passes it to Cantor. The Celtics working the ball around now. Now the pass to Walker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Nuggets looking it over. He kicks it to Winslow. Butler against Tatum. Free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
That free throw good from Butler.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
And so Butler nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
From deep, Walker. The shot, and Miami the other way now. Rockets the pass to Butler. Olynyk can't hit. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Out to Tatum. It's blocked. He's covered by Dragic. It's good off the
defense inside, but Goran Dragic in full attack mode.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Walker dishes to Tatum. Pass to Brown. Tatum with it. Planned dunk by Tatum.
Tatum is clever when he's in attack mode. Great at beating defenders to the basket.
To Winslow. Outside Butler. Pass to Olynyk. Winslow against Hayward. And the right block. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Still trying to develop the quickness on his release on his jump shot, but Winslow showing improved touch.
Walk pass to Hayward. Outside Tatum. Falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Tatum's got 9. Miami trailing. Itch kicks to Butler. He'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jalen.
That's what you get from Jimmy Butler. Consistently a tireless worker and driving the ball to the hoop.
Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams have.
Rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
And the one at the line is good. He's off on the second.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Hayward kicks to Brown. Tatum. Up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Awesome ability to stare by Tatum. He just has a feel in what he's doing out there.
Here's Dragic. Rebound, Boston. And here is Tatum. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Finds Olenek. Count that one.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
The banner. Back to Walker. That's basket 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass. Puts it up from 12. Some solid defense from Brown. Winslow against Hayward. Cantor trying to free himself up. Outside, Walker. Back to here's the 3. Rebound by Olenek. The Heat. Flow. Opportunity. And Olenek with the lay. Olenek's got his game to go.
Oft you find him out on the wing, but Olenek seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And you watch Olenek play, and he has the skill set of a stretch 4. Solid enough from outside, although he struggled last season, can give a team a different look from the post spots.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Olenek. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Hero subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And with the size to play at the 4 or the 5.
Olenek is a legit 7-footer, and he has added beef inside the lane. Though until he improves as a rim protector, you'd rather have him as a 4.
Here's Ojale. Again. By Dragic. Back to Johnson. Smart against Dragic. Pass to Hero. Rebounded by the ball for the Celtics. Dragic comes with. Here's Williams. And the Jones. And Jones slams it.
Real alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now here's Smart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
For a guy who's working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Dragic against Smart. Dragic to Jones. It's a hero. That one's not going to go. And it's Boston the other way. Lets a floater go. And it's Miami with the rebound. And it's with another.
How about a tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot.
Now, Langford. Here's Ojale. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
That one. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when we go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that, but I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
And he's well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Raiders no luck.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And the basket is good. And the Celtics too.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
And there's the pass to Hero. Owen by Smart. Got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Gonna go for it. Excellent D there from Waiters. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson is off. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Smart. And Jones sends it back. They retain possession. Williams gets the bucket. And here is Miami, trailing by 4. Pass to Waiters. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Inside. And it's Jones. That time on the assist from Dion Waiters.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now for 3. No that time. What a performance for Jason. He has been for Boston. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Smart. Ojale is out there with Daniel Tice. Then it's Williams. And it's Langford in at the 2 guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, 50 and over league someday. but I got to win a championship at some stage. Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Hero passes to Johnson. In quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Waiters for three. Offensive rebound. Jones. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Many certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are than others.
It is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? I mean, they're just very difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point. Now here's Waiters. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Waiters right side. It's good. It's a second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
We know Dion Waiters has the type of body that can absorb contact, and it doesn't affect the shot.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Ojala. And here's Langford. Just 5 on the clock. Over Waiters, and the basket by Langford. Langford's got it all tied up now for Boston.
I like watching Langford when he's knocking down and trusting that jumper, proving he has the touch needed to do damage from outside.
Now here's Waiters. Here's Leonard, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat. It's Smart with the drive. And that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
That free throw, no good. You know, Greg, defense are given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Leonard. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Johnson. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Justin Winslow in for Hero.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now Waiters. They get it again. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 3.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Walker. Outside Tatum. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Outside, Walker, the 3. The shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Passes to Winslow. Tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan. and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. Winslow with it. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Adebayo throws it down. Celtics trail by 5. One's Hayward. Brown feeling out a bit. Back to Hayward. And here's Walker outside. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Winslow. Guarded by Walker. Takes it from 10. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Brown. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's Winslow. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Walker. Shoots over Winslow. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Hayward against Waiters. The pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. There's Winslow. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one.
Well, with both parents being 5'10", Hayward was encouraged to develop his backcourt skills. Then he had the growth spurt.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Waiters. Boston also with the sub. Cantor's checked in. That one is no good.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Pass to Adebayo. For the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Here's Dragic. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Here's Olynyk, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Olynyk's got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Walker the pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 8 points for him.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And here's Winslow. Pass to Butler. All alone. Back on the jump shot.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Hayward outside. Here's Walker. 8 points for him. It's tipped. Passes it to Winslow. Foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow. Just knows how to generate offense.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
First free throw is good. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
Williams, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. So he gets them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Walker against Dragic. Unloads from 13. That one rolling around and rims out.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Taking his time here. Olynyk against Tatum. And here's Walker outside. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots from 14. Again, the Heat good for 2.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Up top, Walker. He's guarded by Dragic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. One of the bigger names on the free agent market this past year, Kemba Walker.
And it didn't take long for him to land with Boston to replace Kyrie. Hornets made an attempt but offered well below Kemba's value. I think Kemba's going to be a great fit in Boston.
That's good from Kemba Walker. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting threes.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Dragic, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Dragic has got the lead up to 13 now for Miami. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Williams finds Canner. From the wing. Misses off.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Celtics trail by 15. Brown outside. Williams against Olynyk. Williams dishes to Cantor, kicks it to Walker. Got a piece of it. Winslow wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
The kick out to Tatum. There's Walker with the three. Drills the three-pointer. Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Butler on the wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
And some changes here for the Heat. Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And Hero subbed in for Winslow. And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Jimmy Ojeleye comes in for Jason Tatum. Langford's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Smart subbed in for Kemba Walker. And the Celtics with possession here. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Johnson. From deep three-point range, Langford misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. Out advantage tells you all you need to know.
Celtics trail by 13. Smart deciding where to go with it. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Williams. Can't hit the Johnson with the defensive effort. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Knocked away. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Smart misses. Miami leading by 13. And the pass to Butler. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Langford.
Langford's near 7-foot wingspan. Definitely can come in handy defensively.
And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Big time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He ended up with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before, Ernie. I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Celtics have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. He dishes it to Winslow. He kicks it to Butler. Shoots over Walker. Butler, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Brown the pass to Walker. Cantor with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Heat with the ball. They lead by 11. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. From 12 feet out. And that one hits back iron.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
If you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. Woo, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Here's Dragic following the bucket by the Celtics. Dishes to Butler. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Looking at the numbers for Jason Tatum, a very nice season for him last year. Put up about 15 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Brown drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now, here's Dragic. 6 points for him. Butler in the corner. To end the cold streak. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Jimmy Butler is really forcing the issue, leaving the defense no choice but to foul him.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
The free throw dropped for Butler. He hits both from the stripe. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Brown kicks to Cantor. Right wing. Here's Walker. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Walker against Dragic. Over Walker. Kept alive. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 8 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
On the wing, Brown. Down low, here's Tatum. No good on that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Adebayo. Drops in the layup for 2. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now here's Hayward. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. That one goes in.
The floater from Hayward is very effective. His body control is just outstanding.
Miami leading by 11. Outside Butler. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed. He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Dragic against Cantor. Dragic finds Olynyk. Shoots over Walker. Here's Adebayo. Some solid defense from Brown.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Cantor throws it down.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Pass to Dragic. Lays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got 8.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
They grab their own miss. Here's Cantor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Heat. Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Butler. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Heat leading by 12. Winslow dishes to Dragic. Pass to Waiters. Knocks it loose and stolen by Tatum. There's the dish to Walker. Back to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Jones against Smart with the shot. Tatum's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And for Justice Winslow, the former 10th overall pick out of Duke, he has transformed himself into a Swiss Army knife of a wing player. Gives you a bit of everything.
Against the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now the pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Walker's got 15. You know, it's funny to think that not too long ago, Smitty, Winslow was viewed as a defensive specialist.
And in all fairness, that was not too long ago, like you said, Kevin. But what I like now, his playmaking has improved to where he can create for others, and he's getting more and more confident on his threes and scoring.
Here's Walker. Dion Waiters making his last shot. It's stolen by Dragic. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Winslow. By Tice.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Pass to Walker. He dishes it to Cantor. Charity stripe shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And that's now 7 points for Enes Kanter. Dragic the pass to Leonard. Now Dragic. Outside Leonard. Back to Waiters. He can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Smart on the wing. Covered by Winslow. Shot's good by Walker.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Got a piece of it. Walker against Leonard. Outside, Walker. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Walker's got here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Miami. Johnson comes in for Justice Winslow, and Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. And then for Boston, Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Jimmy Ojale comes in for Tatum, and Langford subbed in for Kemba Walker. Here's Hero. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on an illegal screen.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Pass to Langford. Outside Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. The Heat leading by 7. Now here's Waiters. He has 6. And nothing is falling for him right now. Left side, Smart. To the middle. There's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Johnson.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And that one falls for Williams.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Throw's good for Williams. Miami leading by 5. Waiters with the ball. He's got 6. From down in the low post, it goes. Waiters got 4 this quarter.
Sometimes under defensive pressure, Dion Waiters tries to do too much, but that time makes a nice adjustment on the shot.
Now here's Williams. Back to Smart. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And that one falls for Williams. And some changes here for the Celtics. Hayward comes in for Shemi Ojeleye. And Walker subbed in for Langford.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
They're on the wing. 1:30 left to play in the third. Doesn't go that time. And it's Miami the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Johnson. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. To the paint. Here's Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Leonard, the bounce pass, passes it to Waiters. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Williams. Walker makes it off the glass. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
16 seconds left in the third. And here is Waiters. He's got 8. From 18 feet away. That shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Miami ahead, up by 7. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Miami leading by 7. On the court for the Celtics, Hayward and Williams together inside. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Waiters. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Having Waiters on the floor, he gives you versatility in the scoring department.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half, 0 turnovers, but since the break, he's been a disaster.
Hero passes to Olynyk. Walker against Waiters. There's the pass to Butler. 5 to shoot. Oh, the shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smart kicks to Walker. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Lets it go with a 3. No good.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Pass to Butler. Kicks it to Waiters. Latrey. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside, Walker. Brown. To Williams. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You know, I know they want to make Williams a stretch 4 or 5, but the mid-range jumper at present is still where he's most comfortable.
Now here's Waiters. The high post shot. And he overshot that one, missing. Celtics trail by 7. Hayward outside. Smart misses.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Walker. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Walker finds Brown. Good, he hits the jump shot.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Justice Winslow comes in for Hero, and it's Dragic in for Dion Waiters. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
All right, thank you, David. And he can't get the first one.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Good on the second free throw. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Here's Dragic after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Winslow with it, now defended by Hayward. Butler against Walker. Passes it to Olynyk. Rebounded by the Celtics. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
Butler kicks to Olynyk. There's Winslow. The pass to Dragic. Shoots over Walker. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Hayward. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Heat with the lead. Dragic left side. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Ooh, tough-minded. I love the concentration right there. Potential and one for Goran. Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
Now here's Walker. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Butler. Banked in off the glass. Butler three.
Jimmy Butler is so aggressive when he's sprinting down the floor. Few defenders have the ability to slow him down.
From deep, Walker gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half, now has his second.
Dragic dishes to Winslow. He kicks it to Butler. Fires from the wing. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Olynyk against Hayward. Shoots from 14. That misses off the backboard.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Goes back up, and Dragic puts it in. Dragic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Bouncing off defenders like a pinball, something we see from Dragic almost every night.
Tatum against Olynyk. Hayward from outside. Cans it from downtown.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
The Heat leading by 3. Outside Dragic. Over Walker. Another miss by Dragic.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
To the inside. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up. Able to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaylen Brown.
At 6'7", Jimmy Butler is no slouch down there on the block.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
It was crucial to add to their lead and make it a 2-possession game, and he did enough there at the line to make that happen.
Walker the pass to Brown. Feeds it to Cantor. It's deflected, and he gets it back. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Four on the clock. There's Walker with the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Dragic finds Winslow. Butler with the ball. The Heat need to get a shot off. Puts it up from 15. No good from Dragic.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Back to Brown. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Walker against Dragic. Shoots over Walker. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 8 here in the quarter.
That's a slick dribble move. That's how Goran Dragic creates space.
Poked away. Stolen by Winslow. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide.
Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 21.
And you love that offensive mindset from Tatum. Relentless when it comes to scoring.
Dragic kicks to Butler. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Heat lead by 6.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Here's Walker, and Butler sends it back.
One of the most versatile defenders we have in the league. Butler's reach also allowed him to get that block.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
That's good from Winslow.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015. Just as Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
Now here's Walker. Lets it go from the wing, and another basket for Boston.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Rockets the pass to Butler. With the teardrop and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Foul on Boston. Free throw, good Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Jimmy Butler.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. He gets it in there. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's where Brown is at his best, a muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now here's Butler. Six on the shot clock. Buries it down low. Butler's got 31.
Tonight, Butler's been ferocious, got into a rhythm early, and has been able to sustain that effort.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Pulls up on the wing, and again, it's Boston converting.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Butler. To the paint, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside, Walker. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. no, he hits both. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. The Heat leading by 7. Now here's Dragic. Dishes it to Winslow. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Using that solid frame inside, Winslow draws the foul.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Softly drops in the floater. 33 points for Walker.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Butler against Brown. Butler finds Adebayo. Now here's Butler. Shot clock at 6. From 18 feet away, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Walker against Dragic. And so it's the Heat winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. If we play together, play hard, we can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.